All right, good morning. Beautiful day here in the Manitoba Woodyard. 26 below Celsius, feels like 37. So for my American friends, that's 15 below Fahrenheit, feels like 35 below. So nice and crisp. Beautiful sunny day, good day to do a little cutting. We've been cutting for just a few minutes and never understood why people needed saws with heated handles. Now I get it. So this is December update, 13th of December today. I think we got pretty much all the wood we're going to be getting this year. I'm hoping to get a couple more loads of birch. So we're just going to take a look at what we got on the farm right now. Tiny update, and then show a little bit of running my MS 400 chainsaw. I've done lots of videos wood splitting, not much with cutting, so we're just going to do a little bit. Anyway, here we go. All right, so we got a couple really beautiful loads of birch in the last bit. Birch is a high demand firewood here where we are. It burns clean. I'm burning a lot of birch in my own fireplace right now. Burns clean, doesn't snap, crackle, and pop too much. Really easy to light because the bark is highly flammable. A little bit of older birch. I figure I got in these two piles 60 to 65 cords that I won't start processing probably or cutting up and splitting till the spring. It's a wood that does not like to be cut into blocks and left. It's got to be split, I think, relatively quickly. We learned that lesson this year. I still got we're just starting now on my 90 cord or so pile of oak and ash. We've cut a little bit. What's going to happen is we're going to stack this on blocks, get it started out drying, maybe get some of it split over the winter, and it'll be all the ash. I figure there's about 50 cords of oak and 40 full cords of ash here. The ash will all go next year and a fair amount of the oak, but last thing I want to do is sell wood that's not seasoned or ready to go. So we'll just see. It'll depend on how early in the spring we can get to this, where we're also trying to deal with the birch. It was a good year for us. We sold everything we had ready. I still got people every single day getting in touch with me, and I gotta say, I'm out of wood. So a lot of you guys that know Chris from In the Woodyard down in Pennsylvania, really super good guy. If you haven't seen his YouTube channel, it's the best I've seen. Super friendly guy, and his early advice to everybody is, however much wood you got, it's not enough. We got everything we wanted done this year. We sold maybe 85 cords, full cords, birch, ash, a little bit of oak. This is just split this fall, so here I got a pile with, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 cords in it, so it'll be ready to go early in the year. Now, of course, you got the old debate, do you have to stack wood or pile it? We had a really good experience with piling wood. Stacking wood makes sense if you got circumstances where you have to for appearances or space or whatever. It's time consuming. We had really good experience with piling wood, and so that's the way we're gonna go for the most part, especially when you get into dealing with really big volumes of wood. So that's gonna sit there. It's gonna dry because the air is so darn humid. So of course it's very cold in the winter, especially where we are. But the upside to drying wood in the winter is it's very dry. So the wood is still, the moisture's still coming out of this pile of oak, and it'll definitely be good to go. It's probably going to be oak that we end up selling to the local crowd in the nearby city of Winnipeg for pizza ovens and stuff like that. And then we'll have some oak to sell next fall for bulk. Our first pallet bin, this is where we first started piling wood. If you've seen some of my other videos, you remember this having maybe 12 cords of ash, and it dried really well, black ash, and empty for the winter. If we get doing some splitting later this winter, we'll start filling this back up with ash. We'll have to build a couple more pallet bins. That's going to be one of our main problems into the winter or the spring next year, is where to put wood. But I think what we're going to do is just replace the space that we have wood stacked on with split wood, and it'll dry quick, especially the birch, and we'll make it all work. And so now we're just going to look at a little bit of running a chainsaw and then tie it up. So I got my Stihl MS 400 is my everyday saw. 67 cc's magnesium piston. It's got a really good trade-off for power to weight. So this is my daily saw. I've cut, you know, at least 100 full cords of wood with this saw. I really like it. It's a nice mix, lots of power, not too heavy. Some of y'all will use 50cc saws. I have an MS 261 from Stihl I use as well. But I really like this Stihl saw. I really like the 400C. They don't make it anymore. They now make a 400.1, which I hear really good things about as well, but I really like this saw. So that's just a little bit running my main saw. Works pretty good. A little hesitant today with the colder weather. But really good daily saw. I figure, I mean, I could easily cut a cord of, depending on what's going on, and especially if I got an extra set of hands, I can cut up a cord of wood in an hour or less. So it's been a really good saw for us. Anyway, that's gonna be, so we're not gonna do much today. I just wanted to get out and do something. Every hour that you spend, today is during the winter when it's cold, is an hour extra that you have in the spring when you really got to start ramping stuff up. So we're not going to do very much today. Just wanted to come out and get a little bit done. That's going to be our December update for the Manitoba Woodyard. Thanks everyone for taking the time to watch this. Truly grateful to have an operation like this and a great place to work and some great kids to help me out and some people to follow along and keep up with us on our firewood journey. So thanks y'all. Merry Christmas, and we'll have another update, I'm sure, in the new year. Take care.